Okay, it's time for another Thinky game stream. This is an unusual time. It's almost useful for Americans who probably are still at work at the moment, and not so useful for people in the UK who are probably all in the pub because that's what everybody in the UK does. So we are going to do our usual, not like the last one where it was Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. It was like 20 minutes per game. We're going to go through what's on Thinky Games site and then have another look at SokoSolitaire, which I recently finished, and then go through some other games which I haven't played except for making sure they work for the stream. Oh, Syntax753 is telling me it's London, but not in the pub. This is good news. I am also not in the pub. Right, okay, so let's flip on to the Thinky Games website. What do we have here today? There's this excellent interview by some really cool dude for the Talos Principle. Talos Principle. I keep on saying Talos Principle. I have to stop doing that. So if you hadn't heard of the interview that we did, then another reminder. It's 25 minutes. There's a lot. The actual interview, it was about 1 hour 40 when we sat down to do it, and there's a lot of stuff on the cutting room floor. I might put out a little bit more a bit later on. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Joe's saying the interview is excellent. Thank you very much. And well, we're going to go on to Joe's excellent interview, which is with the developer of the Can of Wormholes, not the Can of Wormholes, Can of Wormholes, Ben Taylor. Now, I actually haven't watched this because I haven't been able to play much more of the game than what I showed a few months back on the stream. So I will watch it after I have played it properly, and I will then assure you it is excellent. I can assure you it's excellent because Joe did it. And
I guess that's the other thing.
There we go. You see, there you go. There's Joe in the flesh. And then we have
yeah, like
Ben.
the point.
I do know he's wearing a tunic t-shirt. I know that much. And then we've got Joe's usual Thinky releases from July. So I think, if I remember rightly, we've split this up now into a page of commercial releases, and there's going to be a page of more experimental free games, which is going to be coming later. Mark Stone saying a tunic would be interesting. So Viewfinder, a game that a lot of people know about. I mean, it's, it looks fabulous. I haven't played it yet, but it's one of those I'm definitely going to have a go at some point. Let's Revolution, which I showed on the stream, was that a month ago now? And I've carried on playing this. I'm kind of enjoyed it. I will come back to talk about it again in another session, just like I'm doing SokoSolitaire today. Cramped Room of Death, a puzzle adventure in close quarters. I'm not familiar with that one. The Master's Pupil, a hand-painted puzzle adventure set inside Claude Monet's eyeball. Bilattice, which we will be touching on at the end of this stream. Whispers in the West, a point-and-click murder mystery game that supports online co-op for 1 to 4 players. Each story is an hour-long intriguing mystery. And then we have Gravity, challenging physics-based puzzle game. Sands of Solaris. I'm sure it's not related to Catacombs of Solaris. Discover the magic within the sand as you complete calm and beautiful puzzles by transporting light through a variety of solar machines. So is this like a kind of beam puzzle game? Oh, I've got to press it quickly. Just a quick look. Kinda looks like it, yeah. Okay. And we've got Lovux. Minimalist puzzle game. We try to break all glasses on the screen using different glass types and mechanics wisely. New mechanics added, obviously. Ultimate. Ooh. That's got to be fun. That's got to be fun. That's going to feel good. I could probably watch that all day. Very intrigued by that. Okay, so those are the big updates. So check out the Thinky Games website, thinkygames.com, and check out the new releases page for all the links to all those games. So I will go straight on to SokoSolitaire. We'll come back to SokoSolitaire first. So let me bring it up. Now, hopefully, I will have got the sound balance a bit better this week. Last time, when I was doing all these games, I had experimented a bit with the microphone because I felt I was a bit too hunched over the microphone. And I decided to put some space between me and the microphone, turn up the gain, and then what happened was everybody could hear bang, 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 bang on the keyboard. So this week I brought myself back in close to the mic, so I'll be back to hunchback. So yeah, I finished SokoSolitaire, and I find it easier than SokoChess White and SokoChess, which I have been playing, but my progress through them was slow, so I ended up like just leaving them behind. However, I found this a little bit more straightforward. As you can see, this is a very straightforward puzzle. A lot of the new aspects, mechanics come in later on here. You've got these paw prints that you're a pretty cool cat guy, or cat girl, cat person can walk over, but the cards cannot. It says unable to get into a position where he can show you the cards not going over those. There we go. Yeah, I can't push that up there. You've also got the problem where the cards are like flipped over, and you've got to, let me just reset that. You've got to push them onto this circular icon to flip them over, otherwise they won't go into the spaces that they're designated for. And you've got, of course, you've got some locked spaces, and you know it does get quite hard in the last set of puzzles. Let me pick out a different one, and I'm not going to go to the end. Let's pick out 27. I don't even know what 27 is. Okay. All right. Oh, and you've got these symbols which can change to suits. So let's have a look. We've got to be able to get. So the 10 is red, and the place for the 10 at the bottom is black. So we've got to change its color. Queen also has to change color to black, and the king has to change color. So the only one we can put in down the bottom here. Oh, okay. None of them. They all have to change color. Sorry. There's 4 different symbols here. And all of the cards have to change color. So I can't unlock those spaces until I've got at least 2 of the cards down the bottom. So let's work. I can only change something red. So I guess we have to think about the king. Let's try. Yeah. This is, so generally a lot of these puzzles, the problem is, as with a lot of Sokoban, a huge problem with space. Like, you've got very small space and you have to juggle a lot of things in a very small space. I mean, if anybody designed a real world working place like this, they'd call you insane. And generally, it becomes very difficult. The most puzzles in SokoSolitaire stay tight until finally you start to put some of the cards into their spaces. And at that point, the puzzles start to unravel. They lose their difficulty. So maybe like, yes, that should be okay. But I want to change. I want to get either the king or the jack. Let's go for the jack. Now I've got this problem where I've got to make space to push the jack down. Oh, gotta be careful. So do I have to sort of kind of rotate these like this? Yeah, that looks problematic. Where's the Unduki? Yeah, rotation. We're doing a sort of rotation here. But have I... Oh no, that's okay. I better bring that king up, as we're going to get trapped down there. Okay, so we got one space open. So we could put something in to get changed its color. So let's do the 10. Oh, I see the question. What do you think about the entropy center? I haven't actually played it. I did play it. It's not true. I played it briefly at WASD. And I thought it was all right. I didn't play too much of it. I didn't get to see... Have I screwed myself here? Oh, it's... Maybe I should push that 10 all the way along. Yeah, I played a little bit of it. It was like, you know, sort of like a Portal-like kind of feeling. But I didn't get to any point where there was difficult puzzles. Okay, right. Now we need to get that. Oops, let's get that jack down there. Should start to get easier now. We got one card out the way. What am I doing? I need to get that jack down. This should be it. There we go. Change the king. So now that the puzzle is opened up. Oops. I forgot I have to change the color. I was getting too excited. There we go. Lovely. So yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. You have to bear in mind that because it's a tight space, you will end up feeling like you're moving around an awful lot. So if you finish, you can actually attempt to try and do it in the minimum moves possible. I just did that in 401, which is quite a lot. My best is 251, but it's not like some of these, you know, grandmasters here with 116 moves. So yeah, you will find that you're, you know, doing a lot of, you know, running around back and forth. Sometimes, let me take a look, show an example without actually doing it. Wow, that's not, you know, oh, that's a tutorial example. Yeah, so you can end up like, you know, going along, like you're desperately trying to like go around the outsides all the time. I'm not locked here, so I can't really show it. But you end up like, just to push one thing along, you'll end up going push, push, all the way around. As long as you're happy with all that movement, you know, some people find it a bit laborious, but you know, I kind of enjoyed the puzzle. They weren't as tough as some of the other soccer titles from Daisy games. So yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, as I said, I just kept on going. The last set of puzzles are pretty hard. You know, when I said most of the puzzles, they sort of unravel when you start getting cards into place. There are a few of these puzzles where that doesn't happen because the card spaces are right in front of you, and like they're in the way. Or so when you start putting cards in, then you suddenly realize you're blocking yourself from putting the other cards in, and there's a lot of like juggling you have to do. So, you know, I did have a good time. So that is SokoSolitaire. If you're interested, there's the details on Windows and Mac in a Steam store near you. So we've got Musicalite saying, I had a look at part of the solution for a part of YouTube. It made me a little sad on Entropy Center. Oh, interesting. And Joe saying he tends to think of Suckerband likes fitting in two categories. The more traditional ones, where it's about navigating tight spaces, and then other ones like Baba Is You that are more about having key insights about the mechanics. Yes. There isn't so much of that in SokoSolitaire. It's more of, you know, juggling. Whereas I find Soccer Chess has more of the thinking about how were you going to solve these puzzles. There's a trick in them. I mean, there's tricks with these as well, but they were kind of like mental brute force in a way. So let us flip over to the next game. So that's me done on SokoSolitaire, and we will now take a look at Bombe, which I have tried a little bit. But not a lot. So it's quite good I did this because Let me just change the stream information. I'm going to actually try to put all the categories in at the same time as we're playing the different games. First time ever. Joe says bomb terrifies him. Where's the button for bomb? There we go. And then we'll bring it up. Opens up in about 2 seconds flat. It's very quick. So this is, I think the tricky thing about bomb is that the interface is really difficult. So the idea is what you have to do is construct rules that solve the Minesweeper puzzle. So it's showing you there's a region here. These have see, these have no bombs. So if I click on that, the way this works is a region with 0 containing 2 spaces. So 0 in each of 2 spaces. And what can we say about that? Well, we can go to the rule constructor. If we've got 2 spaces with 0, so we know that there's 2 bombs here. There's 2 bombs adjacent to this, so these must be 0. So we can actually clear these cells. So let me just click on this. So we've got a region of zeros with 2 cells, and then go to the rule constructor, and we can tell it we can clear. And you click that there. Okay, so now we got some other problems. So what do we do with this region or this region? Now, so we've got, look at this 4 here. So, how about this one? Again, we've got this 1. So we've got, it's going to be 0. We can just actually change a rule. If we change that, there we go. So here's the thing. If you have lots of cells with a question mark, so if you have lots of cells with, you've got, there's zero bombs in them. So this one here, for example, right? It's got 0 bombs in it because there's a 1 here, there's a bomb next to it. So this has got to be 0, right? So what can we do with that cell? You can say, okay, if we know it's got a 0 in it, we can say, we can clear it. But what this rule did just now, sorry, I'm going to click on it again. What this rule was saying just now is that we have 1 hex, right? So a 0 and 1 hex, what do we do with it? I'm changing that rule to say it actually doesn't matter how many hexes we have 0 in. They're always going to be empty, right? So we can clear all of them away. So I'm making a more generic rule. It does explain this a little bit later, but I thought I'd do it now. So that clears that space. That's safe. So what else have we got here? We got another rule here saying, oh, numbers, cancel numbers bottom right. There's nothing behind my head. There's literally nothing behind my head, just to be clear. So this cell, okay, so we've got this, let's see here, this says 2, and you can see here there must be a bomb in this region, but the one region, oh, there's a table of numbers. I'll have to have another look I'll keep my eye on the screen and figure out if anything appears in the bottom right. So we've got a region of 1 which must have 1 bomb in it because of this rule here, right? This 2 says there must be 2 bombs next to it, and we can see one of them leaving this region with 1 bomb in it. So we know that a region with 1 bomb in it that's got 1 hex must have a bomb in it. So let's make a rule about that. So we know that must be a bomb. Okay. So what do we got down here? We've got a region that must have 1 bomb in it. Is that 2? There's nothing much we can say about this, right? Could be whatever. What about this 4 one here? It's got, so we got a region that must have 2 bombs in it, and it's got 2 cells. So a region with 2 bombs in it and 2 cells, they must have bombs. So let's make a rule for this. Must have bombs in both of them. That, I think, is enough for it to solve the level. Okay, so can we make some rules here? So again, we've got the same thing. 4 cells. It's got 4 cells. And there must be 4 bombs in the region, so every one of those must be a bomb. So you can see the rule up here. If it's a region containing n bombs, and its size is n, then everyone must be a bomb, right? So that's the kind of rule we're making here. So, all right, what happens next? Oh, it's solving it by itself. So Joe is asking, can I make the rule with n's in it? I don't know. Okay, you can speed this up. Okay. All right. So now we've got a region with 3. We know there are 3 bombs in it, so that's one we haven't done yet. So again, 3 cells, 3 bombs. So let's make that simple rule. Speed up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have got to do the 5 one. Okay. Add to rule constructor. Every one of those must be bombs. Okay. Right. This is where it starts getting messy. It's a wonderful game to syntax cipher for everybody's, but understanding more of the thought process that you missed the first time through, yeah. It's a difficult interface to understand. There are some like tutorial explanations which I've skipped through here, but so this is where we have to combine rules, I believe. Oh, greetings, Scar. So what are we looking at here? So what we can do, we can make a rule involving both, if I remember rightly. So click that. And then I got confused. How do you combine the rules? Do I drag it? Oh no, I need the instructions. Help. Okay, let's go through the help quickly. Number of cells. Yes. Multiple up to 4 regions can be added to the rule constructor. Yeah, watch out everybody. Okay. Okay, alright. Okay, let's come out of that. You can add multiple rules to the rule constructor. How did you do that? What's all this stuff? Wow. Oh, there is a table of numbers behind my head, isn't there? I hadn't noticed them because I hadn't needed them yet. Right. Add to the rule constructor. Oh, I click it. So I've got that, and then I can add this one to the rule constructor as well. Okay, so what we've got a region containing 5, right? 5 bombs. And we've got a region containing 1 bomb. And in the overlap, right? If there's 5, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. It can only be 1 here. So in this region, right, there must be at least 1 bomb here in this region, in this bit here. And only 1, right? There's enough over here. All of these must be bombs. One of these must be bombs. And these 2 must be empty here. So we can say, we don't know about those. Oh, that's don't care. I shouldn't say that then. These must be empty, and these must be bombs. Let's try that. Or can I not do both at the same time? Oh, I can't. Okay, let's try that. Alright, so now let's do the same thing again. Add, so one of the bombs must be here, so these must be empty. Right, let's add this to the rule inspector. Okay, we've got the combination again, and we now know these must be empty. Okay, it's off solving. Wow, okay, what do we got here? So this, there's a lot going on here, isn't there? We've got this region and this region. Okay. Can we combine these rules to make regions combine to make a rule? Let's have a look. What does that look like if we add these two together? If I add that to the rule constructor and add this one to the rule constructor, what am I looking at? So this region has got, must have, it can only, it says two, yeah, it says 2 cells. So there must be 1 bomb in this whole region, 1 bomb in this, not necessarily. Can we say anything about this? I'm looking at these. I mean, if there's 1 in here to satisfy this, all of these. Yeah, not seeing that. Probably down here. Let's start this again. What about that? What does that look like? So, if we have a bomb here, hypnotic music. I've got it turned down on my headphones, so I can't really. It's much quieter for me. It is hypnotic. If I have, how about this overlap here? There must be 1 in. Oh, okay, all right, got it. Okay, let's add that. Oh my god, what have I done? Let's just get rid of... Alright, let's try this again. This region, add to the rule constructor, and this region. So, the thing is, we know there must be a bomb in one of these too. Which means this one has to be empty. Right? So I'm going to say that's empty. Oh, that was enough to solve the level. What else are we looking at now? 2. Oh, there's 1 in here, that's all we know. We've got a 2 here, so we've got 2 bombs in here somewhere. It's got to be the overlap of these 2. So it's funny, when I'm doing Minesweeper, I can sort of think through some of this, but when I'm actually trying to do these rules, it's like, what do I usually do? So there's got to be 2 in here, and there's 1 in here. So, okay, so even if worst case scenario, there's got to be 1 here, because there can only possibly be 1 in this whole region. So there can only be 1 bomb in here. So we know that that one is definitely going to have a bomb in it. And that one's going to be empty. So let's put a rule together with these 2 regions. Okay, so we know inside there's just 1 bomb, but we can't say anything else than that. What we can say though is that this region here will be empty. Wow. We'll just do 1 more, this last one, and then we'll move on to something else. We'll move into Golf Peaks. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So there must be 3 bombs in this section, and 1 bomb must be in this section. And there must be 1 bomb in all of this section. I'm pretty sure it must be this. That into the rule constructor. Take that region, put it into the rule constructor. So there's, you can see even if you put one there and one there, it's going to be at least one in here, right? But you can't have two. This whole region must have one bomb. So, and what bomb must be in here? So we know this must be empty. So this must be empty. Okay, got a question mark from that. Now we know that one bomb must be in here, which means we know that that must have a bomb there and a bomb there, right? So it's 1, 2, and then 3, one in here. So do I have to? Okay, I have to select that, add it to the rule constructor, select that, add it to the rule constructor, and we know, let's have a look here. The 3s, yeah, they must have bombs in these two areas here. Okay. Alright. Solve levels to unlock level sets and features. Numbers show unsolved levels. And double click all to test all levels. Okay. Okay, well, that's Bombe. It's kind of fascinating. I'm a bit torn on the user interface, but it's obviously going to get much more complex down the line. How many levels are there? Wow. Okay. Oh, it's over here. Oh, this is. What? Okay. Well, I'm going to stop there. I'll get you the link for Bombe. That's from Charlie Bray. It's on Windows and Mac. And it's out in Steam. Came out just 2 months ago. I just saw the screenshots and I thought, I gotta take a look at that. It looks manic. Okay, so we'll come off there. Let me just blow up Bombe. And we'll open Golf Peaks. Now, why am I putting on Golf Peaks? Oh, you know what? I am going to change the stream information again, like I said I was going to, see if it makes any difference. Golf Peaks, there we go. Category changed. Okay, so I saw Niflas on Mastodon saying that Golf Peaks was like one of the greatest puzzle games of all time as far as he was concerned. And I was thinking I'd never really heard of it. You're talking about Bonfire Peaks, right? So Golf Peaks is a game from Afterburn, who made Railbound, which we did talk about earlier in the year, maybe last year. And so, hello, Zara Awesome. So I'm going to give it a go. So I understand this is kind of a card-based mechanic. You get moves to use. So I've got a move here, which is just a one-space movement. So I'll send the ball into the hole. And this card saying I can move the ball too. So I've only got a choice of one card at the moment. And now we've got two cards, and they're identical, but you know, to show you how I can choose them. Now I've got a 1 and a 1 and a 2. So we probably want to do the 2, then a 1 and a 1 like that. So when did Golf Peaks come out? That's 2018. All right, so 3. So we have to go 1, 2, 3, and then back 1. And back we go. And now we've got some slopes. So we've only got to go downhill once, I guess. Right. I guess we can go uphill if we get to a flat space. Okay, that rolls back, but then we're still 2 away. Okay. It's all still very tutorial at this point. Ah, okay, so I remember I wonder what would happen if you tried skipping the slopes. So if you hit this now, you'll go, I'll just show you, you'll go straight over. You need to land directly on the hole. So the mechanic here is to bounce off. That allows you to do 2 into the hole. Okay, so we got a 3 and a 2. So we do a 3, we're obviously going to go off. And if we do a 2, then a 3, we're still going to go off. So this is obviously a level where we have to bounce against the wall. There we go. Well, complete. There you go. Game over. Okay, we've got jumping cards. I love that kind of very, very non-physics jump there. So I guess I just hop over there and then go down, right? I think you could do that either way, couldn't you? This is a 1 jump. So I guess we can go up here. Just try that. And then 2 along there. And I guess we have to bang against the wall again. There we go. Right. We got a jump and a move. And this one's 2 moves. So I guess we go to the edge here, and then we do the jump and move. Jump and roll. Jump and putt. Okay, so we've got 2, 3 movements. And we've got a 2 jump and a move. So if we did that here, so we went over 2, we just land here, then it goes up here. And it should just stop, right? And then there's a 3 and a 2. How is that gonna work? Unless we do... Let's just see what happens. I just want to check I'm right about this. No, I'm not. It can't go up the hill there. Okay. So that's how that works. So I can do 2 up, then, and then 3 across. So it's interesting if there's a movement after a leap. You can't do a movement straight on a slope. You've got to go from flat to flat. You can't go from a slide. They should introduce these cards to real golf, says Joe. So what do we got here? Some jumps and a jump and a move. So we could do a 2 jump here. And a 2 jump is going to get us over. I wonder if the idea is we're going to do a jump there, then a jump there, then we come down and roll. And then jump here. Something like that. Let's just see. Let's do a jump over there. Let's do a jump over here. Maybe I'll just, yeah, get rid of this. Right. And then I wonder what happened if I used that movement option in the last one. Can I go back? I want to see. 2, 6. Right, so let's do the same thing again. But this time I'm going to keep that one with the movement for the last. Let's see what happens, because this slope is not in the direction. No, it still works. Okay. Oh, corner pieces. So there's only really one possibility there because this is more of a tutorial, I guess. Okay. One would put me there. Then I could do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, this is not good, is it? How about 1, 2, 3? Then do a 1, and then 1, 2, 3, like that. So, 1, 2, 3. Move down 1, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to do a jump first. But what jump are we going to do? A 2 or a 3? So this is a 2 is here, and 3 is here. Okay, and then we've got a 3 movement. 1, 2. We want to keep our 2 jump, don't we, for here probably. If we want to do a 2 jump from this spot. So if we did a 1, 2, 3, and then we did a movement of 1, 2, 3, then we could use the 2 jump there. Okay, so the 3 jump. And then 3 there. Then we can do the jump. Okay, we'll complete. Got a little achievement for that. Oh dear. Are these like, what is this? It's exactly the same. Okay, it's friction. Sand, it says greeting Scar. Yes, probably. So if I have any movements, they'll stop dead. So let's just show this 3. We'll just stop, right? Yeah, there it goes. So we really want to jump over them if we can. Oh no, I think I have to go into the first one. Then I do a jump. And then I can do 3. The hole. Joe says he was expecting to crumble. I actually, the same thing here. I thought it was going to crumble. It did look like wood. Right. So I can do a single jump and move 2, and a double jump and move 1. This is one of those where I want to just try it out. We do that. Oh wow, okay. You just don't get that movement at all. Yeah, that's what we learned in the first level. So if we did a jump like that, then we did a jump like that, we could get to the end one. Right. And I think we need to do... Oh no, I think we're screwed. Oh, it doesn't even move at all. You've got to get it out. So this is actually lost because I can't actually move it. Interesting. So, okay. Let's try doing the movement first. We have to jump out and move. And that should do it. There'll be no movement, and then we can do the 1 jump into the hole. You know, I probably should have tried to interpret those in different ways, like instead of seeing the movements, because every movement was basically either yes or no. It's like a binary. They either move one or they don't. What have we got here? So is this... Oh, I feel like I need to turn it. Need to be able to move it around. Is this the same level, right? I mean, it's higher. is it? Oh yeah, this is steps up here, right? Up, up. So what happens if I do... Wow, okay, off you go. I'll do one jump, and it'll just stop. Then... That was a little bit of just practice, just test. I don't think I really felt like I knew what I was doing there, just trying things. So what do the chocolate spaces mean? Are they slippery? I don't think I showed anything there. Let's see what happens if I just go down. Oh my god. All right. The chocolate eats the balls. Betting on crumble. Okay, so I guess we need to go into the wood and then jump. What do we do here? Yes. It's quicksand since our awesome. Chocolate quicksand. What do I want to do? Oh, this is dangerous. I need to jump across. I don't want to be on these slopes, so probably I need to do a 2 jump and then another 2 jump. Yeah, now it's not looking so good. I'm not sure this is... That's not going to work at all. There it goes. Okay, so... If I do a 3 from here, we're going to lose the ball. Oh, greeting skies agreeing with me. It's clearly cheese, breadsticks, and chocolate. That's where we're going here. 1, 2, 1, 2. We can't do the 3, and the 2 movement would throw me off. So I have no choice. Wait a second. These are not the same. If I go here, 1, 2, 3. I could do 3 up there, but do I want to? I'm trying to figure out. I can't quite see. Like, if I can do a 2 jump from here, but how would I get there? Okay, hang on. So if I do a 2 jump, oh no, it's the other way. You gotta do it the other way. I'm getting it. No, I'm not. Because I need to be here. And I do a 1, 2, 3 jump here, and then I can do a 2 jump. But I'm not getting... I get there. Hopefully crumbly blocks will be represented by apple crumble. Maybe we'll have crumbly blocks later. I need to get to this space. I think that's the way to do it. But why is this here? And if I do 3, 3 there, then I can bounce off this down to here, and then I got a 2 jump. It was not what I thought it was. Marcus Don says to him, crumble was always a delicious noun. Look at this. This is just like dessert. This is so dessert. Reminds me of the dessert I had in a local pub last night. I only had 1 glass of wine. I was not drunk. I got drunk on the sugar. Okay, so I can go here with 2. Then I could jump over and go 1 here. Then I could jump... No, that's not going to work, is it? I could do 2 here. Jump. And then bounce here. Let's try this one. 2. Then we do that. And then we skim across the top of the chocolate. Okay. I've got to jump. I know that much. I feel like you have to experiment something like this. Let's have a look. Let's just jump over here. Oh, I can't jump this way. I have to go this way now. No, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to do this. I don't have feet and I must jump. Is that a riff on I have no mouth but I must scream? Let's do a 2 jump there. Marcus Don says yes. I'm so glad I got the reference. This. And then jump over 2 1. Okay. Complete World 3. Marcus Don said it'd be a nice name for a horror platformer. I don't have feet and I must jump. Honestly, that reminds me of Super Meat Boy. Okay, alright. I guess there's no argument here. This is definitely like water. And what happens if we try to go over it? Right. I got set back. Is that how that works? That it's not a disaster. You get your golf ball retrieved and then set back a space. How does this work then? If I go into the water here, where does it get put? Right at the back here? Yeah, because it's all slope, I guess. Greetings, Scott, going for blue cheese. I'm struggling to see it as blue cheese, I'm afraid. Okay, so if we go down here, it'll be put back in this flat space here. So, like that. Okay. And we do 3, I think. Because the problem is, if I do 2, it stops here. This 3 is going to bounce me back down here. So I need to do 3 and get put into the water and back here. It's an interesting mechanic. Right. By the way, this is my own copy of the game. It was going very cheaply when I saw Nicholas was talking about it. I looked it up and it was just very cheap. I think it was £2 or something. And I didn't even bother going chasing. I'm like, can I get a key for the stream? I was like, just buy it. I'm gonna play it. Let's make this the last level so we can move on to Bilattice. Sorry, for some reason I thought I was the flag. There's a kind of Barber as you mind screw up there. So if I move 2, I'll end up on these spaces. If I do the jump, I'll go nowhere. Oh, Crowleyson says it was in the bundle for racial justice and equality, so a lot of people already own it. I think I bought that bundle. I guess I already had it. I've now got 2 copies. Always check my Playlite library. I forget that every time. Yeah, so the only real move is that one. And then I can... I think I have to go up here. So it's jump and around to this space. And then jump over. Yay! That takes me to 4-4. Is that the same? I want to find out. Reminds me of the game, says Greeting Scar, where the golf club propels you instead of the ball. I don't think I know it. Let's do 1. Oh, what the golf? Zara Awesome fills me in on. Let's just jump straight up. No, let's undo that. Let's do that. Then we can jump over here. And I'm not going to finish this, obviously. Looks like it is just the same. It's the sand, or the rough wood, as we like to call it. Okay, I will stop there. As I said I would. I just wanted to check that wasn't something different. Well, that was Golf Peaks, which, if you don't have it, is available on Steam. So let me just give you the link here for Windows and Mac. And I'll probably carry on playing this because it's nice, gentle levels. I wonder if it's on mobile. So it feels like the kind of game that would work very well on mobile. Joe saying Afterburn makes very pleasant games. They do. Actually, the aesthetic, they've tightened up the aesthetic a little bit with the more thicker lines with Railbound. But it is very similar, clean aesthetic. So let's come off there. Right. Quit. Using the quit game button instead of Alt F4. Let me change. We're now going to talk about Bilattice, the last game of the sequence. Okay. Apparently there are 3 followers in the Bilattice category. Let's hit the button. Now, this is a very quiet game. I've done my best. It's just quiet. So this is Bilattice from Star Maps, and it came out last month. Windows only, I'm afraid, Mac people. So it seems to be, you know, what some people might call a witness-like. You've got grids. You can see I've been through a bunch of levels already, but we'll go through them all over again. So this is how it starts. Welcome to Bilattice. Try to find the rule over the next few levels. Now, I think Artless Games helped do some testing for this, and it does remind me of Understand, you know, where you're going to kind of figure out the rules. So you start clicking, and then you see like, okay, well, that's changing. This 2 is now saying 1, and this 2 is saying 3. We've got exclamation marks, and then oh, suddenly you click that, and this is happy, and now that's happy. Now you can go to the next level. So it looks like the 2 means you've got to have a section of cells connected, of 2 cells. So I've shaded 2, so that's one section. So they've got 2 in it. That's what little 2 is down here for. And then this section is the same thing, but it's just unshaded. So now we've got a 3 and a 2 to do. So that's pretty easy. There we go. My name is Gabbro, by the way. I'm here to keep you company on your journey and to give tips here and there. Like in Taiji, as Marcus Don says. 4 and a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 and a 3 and a 2. So let's do a 3 in the middle there. This one a little tricky. We need a 2 and a 2 and a 2. And it's 7. So problem is, if you do something like that, you get this kind of problem where one of the regions has to have 3. But as I accidentally showed you, if you just put 2 regions as unshaded, then you can get your 3 sections. One of the cells unshaded there. 2 dimensions. Okay, straightforward. Okay, groups 1. So you can do that. And I suppose you can also put 2 shaded in the middle. A 3 and a 2. Okay. There's your 3. Now, what about your 2? It's not happy. I did it by accident. I was like, what if I just try and rearrange this? And there's the solution, everybody. So, get rid of this cell down here. 4 and a 4. Okay, they've got to be in the same region. There's not enough to have 8. 3, 3, 3. Okay, they're both happy. They can share the region. There we go. Okay. Think. Here's the hardest one so far. If you can figure this one out, you're in good shape. I think this is where this is the last one I did. Oh. But I stopped. Okay, so the 3, so obviously not happy. Or something like this. Put these 3s together. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't work, does it? Maybe it's like that. No, it's got to be. I think they have to be in the same. Oh, Greedy Scar says he sees it. Taiji experience definitely transfers here. There's your 4. Yes, if this 3 is, it cannot be in the same region as the 4, right? It can't be in the same region. There we go. So we got our 4 region there, and our 2 3s are together. Okay, if I come out quickly, oh, that's just reset, is it? There we go, at the top right there. Sorry, my head is behind us, but I guess this is the game map. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but that looks, ones with horns obviously look difficult. And view gems, extra hard gems. Find 12 gems to unlock the challenge. I have no gems. Let's see if we can get some gems. Is this a gem? Down here? Are we going to get a gem? Right, think harder. 4 out of 4. See, a 3 can't be in the 4 section. I did it by accident. I'm just clicking around. That marks the end of the tutorial. Now go to the menu and explore. Okay, did I get a gem? Oh, I clicked it and disappeared. Yes, that's a gem. So all these are gems against all these bracketed sections, which looks like matrices to me. So which direction do I want to go? Let's go down. Oops, banging the microphone. The lower path. Okay. All right. Looks good to me. Now we've got access to this area. And can't move on. It is kind of, I mean, it's not linear, but each of these sections you have to do in order. 3 and a 2. Okay. That not too difficult. The number's a little distracting. Yeah, the little ones. Yeah, I think you get used to only looking at them if you really need them. There's no numbers. Oh, there are numbers. Okay, thank you, Zara Awesome. Thank you for being Bilattice curious. Where are we going? There's a 5. Oh, if I cover that, that's not going to work. Maybe we have to go over the top of it like that. And then we have the problem of the 3. Maybe, no. Like that. 3. So that's going to be 1, 2, and one of these 2. Let's just choose that one. Interesting. I think it's just that, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. These can't be in the same section. You could do something like that, so I don't have to. 2. Let's just go for that. That's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, not too difficult. But again, I didn't really solve it through smarts. I just had to, I tried it with the 2 and see what happened there. Ooh, new gem. Oh, I'll have this game finished in no time. Notice. They can be together. And that can be like that. Like that. Yep. Okay, next section. Prove it. 1, 1, 1. Interesting. Let's reset. If I do that as 1, these must be empty. And the only way to do this must be to make that shaded. Then that make unshaded, and the only way that's going to work is to shade that. And that's how much we know so far. Definitely has to be true. We can't make that shaded. We can't make that shaded. So the only way this 2 is going to work is by making it shaded and then going up. Which means that only works if we shade it. Similarly over here. There we go. I am hunching. Too much hunching going on here. Prove it. Number 2. Okay, so let's... Okay, we've got a 1 by itself. This could be shaded like that. And then we could shade like that and like that. It's not too problematic. Okay, so let's shade 1 and let the other one be unshaded. So these must be shaded here. The only way to make a 2 would be to put that one shaded. This could be shaded. And then, yeah, just do that. Is that the only way to do that? I don't think so, right? You could do something like that. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You have to do it like that. Let's go to the other branch and have a look at the other branch quickly. What do we got up here? What does the other way go? Hey, heads up, the blue subtext numbers in this level show the size of the numbers group. They're turned off in most levels by default, but feel free to change that in the settings. Okay. So I can... Where's the settings? Indicators. Never show the group counter subtext. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so there you go, Marcus Don. You can turn the numbers off. 1, 2. Okay, so if there's a 2 here, it's got to be a 2 like this, otherwise it joins the 4. That then is a 1, 2, 3, 4. We could do that. There we go. Okay, set the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be blank. I feel like this level is very open. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could make that 4 happy like that, but how do these 3s work? Oh, if I turn this one on, it's all good. There we go. Get a 3 and a 3. Divider. Okay, I guess it's gonna be a line down here somewhere, or across the middle or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and then the 2 is screwed, so that's not gonna work. We need. If we did that, sure. Where do you want the 2? Let's imagine this is our solution then. Go around like that. Yeah, that works. 4s again. There we go. Just use a different shape to carve out the 3. Oh, let's go for this. I just want to see the hard level. I want to see the hard level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just guessing really. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's actually all pretty straightforward. That one is for 4 lines. Okay, top bunk. Heads up, the upper path of levels on the menu leads to a pretty tricky mechanic, especially for newer players. Proceed at your own risk. So are we where I think I am on the map? Foreshadowing. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe I have to come back to this. Okay. Yeah, there's no way. It might be difficult, but we don't even understand the rules yet. Okay. Vault door, says Marcus Don. All right, maybe I should just leave it here. We'll do this last one. And let me see what the next set of puzzles are like. We'll do this one and look at the next set of puzzles and then we'll stop. Let's do a 2 here. Does that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Because we've got to have these two, so you've got to have different colors somehow. Even if you're going to do something like that. I could see it. I just saw it. It was just like, oh, you do a loop around. Because this is the unusual solution. You would have more expected, thinking, oh, do I have to do something like that? But I'm not sure that works. This is the more unusual way you're actually doing striping. And it made more sense to me. Okay, let's just see the first one in the next section. We're not being taught anything yet. Still no new rules. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that doesn't work. Yeah, that all works, but I'm trying to find some way. I need to block this off like that. There we go. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. There's obviously a lot more inside here. And let's have a look at the gems list. There are a lot of gems here, which are not on the map. So I think this map gets a lot bigger. There's a lot more to see than than you can see. There's a lot more to see than you can see. There you go. That is the best English. Right, so that is Bilattice from Star Maps, came out last month. So let me just give you the link. It's only on Windows, I'm afraid. And I rather like that. You know, I've had fun with these kind of Witness, like, you know, with Tidy is like a big old game. But also I liked Grid Spec. I went through that. Certainly having fun with this kind of grid mechanics. Oh, and Understand, even though I haven't been able to finish that game. I think I got like about 60-70%, and like I've hit brick walls with it. All right, so thank you very much for attending what is a rather late stream for me, as I'm starting to droop. Sorry, I actually had coffee before this started. I'm perfectly good. And you know, I will catch up with you in 2 weeks' time. We might have a bit of a gap next month because I'm going to WASD cross IGN in a month's time, so I might not be able to do a stream for a good 4 weeks from the next, but I will be back here in 2 weeks' time. My family will be back from Japan, completely jet lagged, which either means they're going to be running around crazy outside my door, or they're going to be all fast asleep. Whatever happens, it's all going to be good. So catch up with you then, and thanks for joining the stream. Thank you, everybody.